Show.
Oh, I bit my lip. You ever bite your lip and then you got the thing in there?
The worst.
A little sore?
Well, it's not a sore. I don't want you to be confused. It's a lip bump.
It's tooth bump. It's a tooth mark is what it is.
It's toothsome.
Yeah.
It's toothsome. My teeth keep getting it like it's a piece of pasta.
Okay, but this is an original bite, not a rebite of a bite wound. Which
It was an original bite. I'm assuming I'm going to have a lot of rebites.
You're gonna line up on that bite.
It's interesting how often you bite your tongue or your lip after you've bitten it once. I'll go months without a tongue bite or a lip bite, and then after I bite it 7 times that day.
Yeah, I mean, when you were doing the announcements the other day, you did a rebite,
And again,
Howard, and you flipped out.
I'm
on
so
mic.
sorry, Samantha, the office helper. I am so sorry.
Oh yeah, we need to fix her title.
Well,
She interviewed as the office helper.
Well, she dropped coffee all over herself. Hot coffee.
yeah, and
Well,
that's
lukewarm.
That's my fault. I'm very sorry, Samantha, for
We're taking pitches. Samantha helps around the office. If you want to tweet at us with what we should call that job, it's not office helper. It's not, because we know secretary is bad for some reason now.
Yes.
So we're trying to find one that works.
She's not a principal. Has no administrative duties whatsoever. She's more of kind of an odd job.
Well, I pitched stewardess, and everybody was like,
No, it's flight attendant now.
Flight attendant. So we said flight attendant.
That doesn't work because it's not an airplane.
I pitched fireman.
Right.
Also, not the term they're using. It's now firefighter.
Firefighter.
Yeah, and that would have worked earlier this week when the office coffee pot shorted out and lit a stack of a ream of paper on fire.
Remus's beef. Get your beef by the paper ream.
Hot reams of paper.
Remus's beef, paper.
How many reams did the fire department end up putting out? Because they usually tweet the amount of reams they put out afterwards.
I'll tell you what, they put out 3 reams and they ate 4 reams.
Oh.
They put out the reams of paper and they ate the reams of beef.
The
Crispy.
firefighters' Twitter is lit.
Yeah.
Okay, it is.
Well,
I mean, it's awesome.
It's fire.
They're always tweeting about what they're putting out. The library burnt to the ground the other day when they were, and there was a meme that was tweeted right in the dead middle of the fire.
yeah. Yeah.
But
Sometimes you see firefighters on scene and then they're all looking down at their phones, which 2019, are we just looking at our phones all day?
Come on.
In this day and age, are firefighters just on their phones all day? Are they that scared to fight a fire? And you guys know my relationship with firefighters. Don't trust them. Don't believe that they're heroes.
Right.
And I like to point out that there's a gritty underbelly to being a firefighter.
Right.
Yeah.
You made a documentary sort of outing the FDNY as cowards.
Yeah, that's right. I said, who's the heroes? You know?
And what was the other option other than the firefighters?
What do you mean?
The arsonists.
The arsonists were the heroes?
No, it's not. That's the thing, is it's so black and white. Just because they're fighting the fires, you think they're the heroes. You could put out fires but still be a bad guy, or you could push people into fires and still be a good guy. And that's what I'm kind of unveiling.
Todd, for all the new listeners, and what's up, old slobs?
Slobs, you know this.
Old slobs know that Todd famously pushed someone back into 9/11.
Specifically an old woman.
Specifically an old woman.
Well, and this has multiple meanings, because I did do what you're accusing me of, but I also pushed a time-traveling old woman back into 9/11. She time-traveled away from the date 9/11, and I said,
And this was the same woman?
Same woman.
So you pushed her twice back into 9/11.
Yeah, but almost, I don't know how the time hole goes, but an infinite amount of times, really.
Back into the DeLorean, which sent her back to 9/11? Was that
right.
what happened?
She showed up with big hair, and I said no.
So like Doc.
And I said 9/11, pushed her back in, and
Well,
cranked
people don't
it.
know that Doc's a woman. Doc is a woman who's gone back so many times that that's just how she looks now.
I also actually heard that was what that Ariana Grande song, God is a Woman, that was originally Doc is a Woman.
Well,
and it was
Doc
all
spelled
about,
backwards is God.
Yeah, that's right.
So if you time travel a lot, it turns you from a beautiful, smart scientist into Doc.
Well, you saw, I mean, we all know one of the most, classically attractive women of all time was Alberta Einstein. And then she discovered the theory
let's
of
not forget
relativity.
about Donna King.
Donna King.
Alberta Einstein and Donna King both went back in time so many times they got their hair like that.
They got their hair like that, face, body like that.
Yeah, became men.
But yeah, I'm sorry about your lip. It's looking very infected.
Can you tell? You can tell.
Are you? Yeah.
It's because it's an interior bite, but I am starting to see some rosacea.
It kind of looks
Big
like
rosacea.
and it looks like you might have gotten sort of plucked on the side with a punch or something. It's swollen a little bit.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was my nickname in high school, the Big Rosacea.
The big rosacea, that's
The big
right.
rosacea.
And
Big
you would
rosacea.
get anxiety-inspired rosacea.
That's
where
right.
your body would turn red and you'd break out.
Not just on the face, not just the capillaries on the face. My whole body would turn rosacea.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. They called you. There was a while where you were rapping under the name Rosacea Man
Rosacea man.
or the
that's
big
right.
rosacea.
Well, Sam, you think you're going to be able to last an hour? Should we get this thing kicking?
Sounds
I
like
think
my
so.
ex-wife.
Your ex-wife would say you're going to be able to last an hour right before sex?
And
or
the
what?
answer was always, ha ha, of course not.
It's a pretty bold question right before sex.
Yeah.
Now listen, before we start, you going to be able to last an hour or not? Because I don't go for less than an hour.
This is a crude question, but what do you guys think about when you're trying not to nut?
Oh no, here it comes.
Okay, it's
That's
just a
generally what I'm
fixation
thinking
on
about.
the approaching nut.
I can't think about anything else. I just go, about to make a mistake, about to make a mistake.
All right. Before
Right.
we dive further down that disgusting road, let's kick it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Teacher's Lounge. It's the first, best, and only podcast pertaining to issues relevant to the Hamilton High School community. I, of course, am your AP Biology teacher, Howard Levis, joined as always by my three good buddies. Introduce yourselves.
Hey, Todd Padre.
Getting very militaristic with this intro.
Todd Padre, sir. Theater teacher, sir. Feminist, ma'am.
Sir, yes, sir. Sam Weatherman, sir. Here to do a duty, sir. Duty.
Sir, yes, Bill Cravey, sir, here, made permission to speak, sir.
Affirmative.
Thank you, Sam.
Affirmative.
Is it okay if I take permission from another soldier, sir?
Permission granted.
Okay, so now my new
Sir, yes, sir.
my new sergeant is Sam, the soldier.
Drop it. Give me one.
No, one what, Sam?
Affirmative.
Thank you. May I go to the bathroom, sir, Sam?
Answer is negative, sir. You gotta poop your pants, sir. Negative.
It was just number one, sir.
Affirmative. Take one, sir.
Wanting in my pants right now, sir.
Affirmative.
Goodbye, sir. Goodbye, sir. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Sergeant.
Bye forever, Sergeant. I'm
Goodbye,
killing
sir.
myself right now.
Goodbye, sir.
Bill.
Oh, you missed,
He
sir.
missed.
I
All right.
missed.
Put the gun away, Bill. Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir. Put the gun away.
Sir, what would you like to talk about today, sir? Host of the podcast, sir. Howard Levis, sir.
So, do you need us to do a little more boot camp, sir?
Because we could do a little more boot camp if
All
you
right.
want.
Now,
Sir, I would love to do maybe 2 more weeks of boot camp for you, sir.
Sir, I'm not quite sure if I get how to do the language I'm speaking here. Sir, I need a little more boot camp.
Guys,
Sir,
when you
So
started...
maybe we go past boot camp. We go back to my recruitment meeting, sir.
sir, permission to go 2 tours in Afghanistan, sir, to get the real deal experience, sir. Affirmative
can
from
we-
myself.
Can we please go to Afghanistan, sir?
Affirmative.
Guys, the first time you did that a couple days ago, I told you that was unnecessary, okay? Yes, I'm cooler than I was a week ago, but I'm not
That's not
your
what
sergeant.
we think, sir. We think you're in charge, not cool.
Well,
sir.
I think my new attitude probably does give off an air of, authority, because as you guys know, I've spent the week sort of revamping my image, and I think things are going pretty well.
All week.
So there was a...
What just happened?
Don't talk about it, Todd.
Don't you dare talk about that, Todd.
We're moving on.
I am in awe of what. I don't know what happened a couple days ago. I must have missed it. This is all new to me.
We watched that movie Major Pain.
yeah.
You guys went full Major Pain in
Yeah.
front of me here.
Yes, sir.
We got obsessed with military talk.
From Major Payne?
Yeah.
We
The
also
classic Marlon Wayans movie.
I fell asleep during it, but I am obsessed with how military talk.
well, those first 6 minutes were great before we both fell asleep.
Yes, and they were awesome. I'm so tired of talking when I think it's time for me to talk. I like to be asked and ask when I can speak.
Which is honestly not a great thing for a teacher because usually you are the one in control, but things in the classroom this week have actually gotten kind of interesting for you guys because you've both been
Yes, sir.
sort of taking orders from students, which has caused actually a lot of problems.
It has.
If a student wears the right hat to class, I have a tough time saying no.
And the right hat being any
And he
sort of
had it all. And he had it all.
It's
If
that-
it's got
Yeah, all
camo,
is military to you?
if it's got camo, I really fall for it. But even a camo, little pinwheel of a
Yeah, and if
baseball
you
hat.
put it up high on the back of your head and put down the bill so you can't really see the eyes, so it kind of looks like a mean sergeant, I'm dropping down and giving Tiffany Green 40 push-ups if she wants it.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Well, I just don't
So
think...
that's what happened with us.
That explains it.
Yeah, I guess it
Does that
does.
explain why that happened?
Yeah, I think we can move on from
So
it.
how is it cool now?
Yeah, there was a seat at the cool kids table and you sat there.
I did. I
Now,
sat...
what sealed the deal for you to give you the confidence? Hair, jacket, boot?
well,
I know for a fact none of those kids are virgins, so that's tough.
okay, neither am I.
You know that for a
You
fact?
guys...
Oh, yeah. That's a big question in my theater class. You separate the class virgin, non-virgin. So you know
actually smart.
how to break down different students. You know, you either call them fast or loose, or you call them slow and losers. Fast and loose, slow or losers. So I know everyone on campus. But yeah,
Right.
so what about you? What was it? Your hat, your shoes? Because it wasn't your
I-
sex history.
Okay. Well, if we're going to get technical...
Sir Burns, sir.
All right. Well, if we're being honest, look...
Drop and give me one burn, sir.
I knew...
Drop and get off the dais, Howard, sir.
Sorry, Howard, why are you cool?
Well, I'm not gonna lie and say that I walked up to the table and I said, how's it going, you guys? I'm your teacher. Let me sit here. That's not how it went down.
That's fine.
It
I would believe that lie because it sounds pretty normal.
No,
but what did you say?
That's not how it happened. I showed up to lunch 15 minutes early, staking out the table. I went through the line, got my lunch, and I
Hot
sat
lunch.
I
You
got
got
my
hot lunch from the school.
Yeah, got hot lunch from the school 15 minutes before lunch period started, sat down, waited there for 15 minutes. The cool kids came in, got their lunch, and when they came and sat down, I was just like, oh, I'm still here. I'm here. Let me finish
So
my
they
lunch
didn't
real
even
quick.
say, like, what the hell is going on?
Because their table's kind of sacred. It's empty. People know not to sit there. It's right in the middle of the calf.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there, and they walk up to their reserved table.
Yeah, but they all had their seats. I knew which seat was empty because I'd been studying it. I'd cased the joint
Right,
for
so
a couple
you
of
start
weeks.
off with a big, obvious, bad acting. What the heck? Sorry.
Sorry, I decided to take lunch 15 minutes early and sit with the students today. And oh, whoops, I'm at your table.
Does anyone need hairspray? You brought a bunch of hairspray.
Well, yeah, I had to make sure my hair looked good.
Not just spray, but you brought that tub
Aquanet.
of $2 gel that I
Yeah.
see on the way out of a CVS.
Yeah,
that's
it
gotta
looks.
look
It
good.
kind of looks like when you put any sort of turkey or chicken in the refrigerator, and the sort of fat leaks out and then congeals.
Yeah, it looked
Well,
like
yeah,
like
it looked
that.
a lot like that because it wasn't the blue liquid. It was seemed like congealed
It
turkey.
like
was
leftover.
It was poultry juice. It was congealed poultry juice. As you guys know, my
Put
El Pollo
in-
Loco had to get shut down.
Well,
so
people
I've
have
had
been
a lot of
calling your
leftovers.
hair El Poultry Grosso now.
Yeah, and I chose to own that, Todd.
Sir, yes, sir.
I chose to own that, and yeah.
What was the reason? Did they mention the smell? Did they say just looks nicely greased?
I mean, if I'm being honest,
Other
again,
chickens coming in the cafeteria.
they
being like,
pecking
what's
your
up? What's
head?
up? What's up?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to lie and say this stuff didn't happen because it did.
We saw the line of feed.
Yeah.
But I will say this. I don't know exactly what happened in the room, but I saw you and all those kids leaving the Dollar Movie Theater together on Thursday.
Yeah, I took them all out to a movie.
You paid for them all.
Yeah,
Paid for them all at
That's
the
cool.
Dollar Movie
that's
Theater.
what you do for your friends.
That's cool.
That's what you do for your cool friends. You throw around your elbows. You know
You guys didn't want to see a new movie?
It's you know
Yeah,
what?
what movie did you see?
You saw $1 Million Baby?
Yeah. He's
The cool high school kids.
Was that like 10 years old? How was it even in the dollar?
Honestly, it's an overpay.
Yeah. Well, hey, they
I
haven't
think that
seen it.
shit's on Amazon.
They
for
hadn't
free.
seen it yet because some of them weren't born when it came out. So I took them over there and we saw it because I think that movie has a great message. I think it's a wonderful message.
Are you going to tell us what the message is?
As far as I'm concerned, the message of that movie is keep fighting.
Oh, that's a good.
Keep
That's
fighting.
actually
High
beautiful.
school sometimes seems hard. You have everything handed to you. You're a spoiled rich kid. You don't have to fight for anything. These kids, they're cool because they're spoiled. They're cool
So-
because their parents don't make them work for anything. I wanted to give them a little lesson in how to work for something.
And it seemed to have worked because I saw a couple of sir, thank you, sir. I saw a couple of kids with these long sleeve sweatshirts that said El Poultry Grosso on it.
Yeah.
And you seem to be kind of like a hit now, or like
Yeah.
they're
Yeah.
Their deity or something.
It's not really.
yeah. I think
wouldn't
you're
say-
their deity.
I don't think I'm their deity.
Well, the picture is sort of you in front of a cross.
Sir, don't be modest, sir.
It honestly looks like the Scam Goddess logo for the podcast Scam Goddess.
Yeah,
but it's
what's
you,
up,
and it says-
Lacey Mosley?
It says El Poetry
Big fans
Grosso.
here in the lounge.
Big
Yeah.
fans of the Scam Goddess here in the lounge. You guys got to listen.
Now, I also saw that it's that look of you in front of the cross. I saw that Kanye was wearing a baggy version of that. It said, and his new album, he's changing to El Jesus Poultry Grosso.
El Poultry Grosso, he's going to release it. Listen, guys. You guys joke with me a lot. You said there's no way you're ever going to be cool, Howard.
We weren't joking with you.
Yeah, what are we joking about?
That
Well-
was serious.
I think that I've proven you guys wrong. Kanye is now sampling my life in a lot of ways.
So you're going
well-
to now Kanye has the Sunday service,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to what they're calling after that
Yeah.
Sunday lunch.
Yes, and I've also started.
I'm honestly a little worried.
Well, I started calling myself Heezy.
How do they?
And
Yeezy,
I
Howard, and Yeezy.
yeah, and I do Sunday lunch now.
Okay,
where-
what do they make you do before that, or this is the first time?
What
you're
did
going?
they make me do?
Yeah, if they have Sunday service and then you're part of Sunday lunch and you're El Poultry Grosso,
They don't invite you just to use the grease from your hair.
They
They
don't
want
do
you
that.
around for your personality.
Sir, don't tell me that, sir.
Sir.
I mean,
did I like it for you?
They definitely want me around, and it's a lot. You know, they come up, they'll give me a handshake, pull me in for a hug, rub their hand through my hair.
and then
Walk
what do
right
they-
over to the fryer.
and they'll flick this grease in the fryer? Howard!
No, guys,
You
they wanna hang out
have to
with me.
tell
You're
them.
being
No.
used by students in
Heezy,
Kanye West.
no, Heezy is cool, okay? Heezy's the new thing. I'm the new hip guy, okay? I'm gonna be something, okay? I booked some studio time in Jackson Hole with Kanye.
Wow.
I'm gonna go up there. He said he set up a studio in the kitchen, and we're gonna lay down some tracks.
Howard, I'm
he's
looking
got
at
a
your
studio.
itinerary. You got to look at the spelling here.
What?
On this is Jack's son's hole.
Yeah.
This is Jack's son's, the hole Jack's son's been digging behind his place. That's
Kanye's
where
gonna
you booked.
kick you in the hole.
He's going to kick you in the hole.
What are you talking about?
You do not want to end up in Jackson's hole.
This is what
Because
happened.
what had
Howard.
happened last
What do you mean?
time?
But what do you mean he's
the
gonna?
little boy in the well.
The little boy in the well. That could be you, Howie.
It's not gonna be.
no. What
Excuse
hap-
me, Heezy.
I've learned.
Sir.
Yeah, please call me Heezy, guys. If I want it to catch on, other people around the school need to start saying it. Okay,
All
so
right.
from now on, I'm Heezy and Heezy only.
Well, let me be the first to congratulate you,
Thank you.
on one of your plans finally coming through.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
wanted to be
That's
cool. You put some chicken grease in your hair, and all of a sudden the high schoolers love you. So
Sir.
much so that it got word to Kanye, and you become a Christ-like figure.
Sir, congratulations,
All in a week,
sir.
sir. Well, I think the rest of us are having a good week. I'm still feeling very chill. I'm taking a long walk every evening, and I'm not even looking at my car keys before I go.
Yeah.
I just walk around the neighborhood in my nicest fall sweater, and I've only had a few accidents so far, and it's been really, really nice.
Because it's very rare for a person to get in one accident on a walk. Most people go their whole lives not doing it until
Yes.
they're older, fall down the stairs.
You
break
can
their hips.
still. This is a warning for everybody listening. sort of a, I don't know what you call it other than a warning. You can still get in an auto accident on foot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
because
can-
you totaled an Acura earlier.
I totaled an Acura. I totaled a Peterbilt truck. I totaled, what else did I total? A cement mixer. I totaled, there was a wide load, a house cut in half. I totaled both of those houses.
Yeah, you totaled
and the
my
trucks they were on.
prefab. I had
I'm
a
sorry.
prefab coming in.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. I didn't really like it.
Can
And
I
it was
just say it
insured.
was built wrong?
Well,
It was built inside out.
You can
it was an
call.
inside-out prefab?
Yeah.
So it was a BAFERP?
It was a bathroom. The kitchen, all the kitchen shelves were on the exterior. The toilet was on the exterior. And then inside, flat wall. Flat wall.
Couldn't live
Flat
there.
wall, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Well, I think that's nice for your life. You know, you're making some progress, but a lot of the students are feeling like the driver's ed class is pretty focused on walking to and from your car.
That's the first step. You know what they say? You're more likely to get in an accident from the McDonald's to your car than the drive to the
Yeah,
airport.
you've actually, and you've installed.
That's what I say.
From the
McDonald's to your car.
Where are you parking your car?
I'm always parked at a McDonald's. I got a car parked at most of the McDonald's around town. I know I'm
right.
not supposed to drive them, so I'll walk to McDonald's. I get so high on all the grease and the salt that I go, I'll just go ahead and walk out to my car. I get in an accident almost every time I drive through. And I'm not even driving yet. I'm getting hit because you know how people are when they're in line at the old Mickey D's. They're pretty excited. They're not looking around.
They are excited.
They're excited.
People
They're-
in the line at Mickey D's are very excited.
Yeah, you don't look around. You look straight ahead because you
straight
about to
up.
get them fries.
yeah, you're shaking your head up and down going, yeah.
Yes.
And if the
yes.
person from me is not looking straight ahead and moving right when the car in front of them moves, I'm laying on the horn.
I'm sleeping on the horn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go to bed on the horn until they move.
I'll take a big nap on the horn if they're not moving.
I'll take a big crap on the horn, which is also not what you do.
Disgusting.
You know, when I get behind a car or even near a car, something about my brain short circuits. I don't know if in a past life I was killed in a car or what, you know? But there's something about it that when I get around a car, I go, this is like
Now-
a snare.
Well, what
Have
a
you-
great irony that in a past life you would be killed by a car, and in this life you'd be a driver's ed instructor.
Yes, and killed so many with a car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any of that deep?
You have. Yeah. Have you,
Sir,
how many-
yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir. You,
Sir, yes, sir. If you don't think I've committed a little bit of vehicular mansley, you're crazy.
If you don't say the words all the way through, you're not culpable.
it's light.
No.
It's lighter
light.
that way.
It's light.
So I'm good. I'm on foot these days.
Well, I don't want to jinx it, but you had a bit of a meet cute with the driver of that wide load truck.
Yes, that was so crazy. You saw that?
big smile while Sam's talking.
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah, well, it was my inside out
Sir
house.
Smitten, sir.
Sir, I guess I'm smitten. I met the driver of a wide load truck, and they were in an
Okay,
accident.
so it's the actual
I get an
truck,
accident.
or is it the tiny trucks that go in front and behind that warn you of the wide load?
Yeah, who's the senior of that crew? The wide
Right.
load, the big truck, or the little ones up
No,
ahead?
it was
Well,
the
it's
senior.
hard to tell.
It was Bernice. It was Bernice.
Bernice from Miami Beach Tow.
Yes.
South Beach Tow.
Bernice from
South
South
Beach
Beach
Tow.
Tow is Bay. What can I say?
Okay, listeners, what's up, folks? Google Miami Beach Tow,
South Beach Tow.
Bernice.
South Beach
South
Tow.
Beach
Well, Google
Tow.
both.
Google Miami Beach, you'll find it.
Google both. I've had a little thing with Miami Beach Tow and South Beach Tow.
But
Bernice.
Bernice, who she doesn't take really any shit from anyone, and if you try to take your car back from her tow truck, she'll try to chase you down until you knock her off. the parking
She's
garage.
beat the shit out of me multiple times since we
I
started dating.
only watch tow shows. That's all I want.
Lizard
Wow.
Lick Towing.
Lizard Lick is a good one. Miami Beach Tow.
A ring for the thing. A
Ring.
tow ring show.
Toe ring. I love little nasty toe rings. Don't wash them out there. If anybody's listening and they got a toe ring, don't wash that shit, please.
way.
Because I will lap it up.
God.
Now, if they wash
Oh,
it, would you
Bill.
lap it?
What? I'm trying to put that out there. I'm tired of living in shame.
I'll lap up a toe ring fudge like it's regular fudge.
You know, there's some things you don't necessarily have to be ashamed of, but you don't need to scream them out to the whole world. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
all right. Whatever. Whatever.
So,
Whatever, jealous.
Yeah, I guess I
I'm
found.
not jealous of you licking
Jealous.
gross.
You know I got a big toe ring collection, and guess who called me? They want a piece of it.
No.
Musée d'Orsay.
Oh,
They're interested in my toe ring collection.
and for the less educated listeners out there, what is that?
That is the lesser known. It's right to the right of the Louvre. And it ain't got shit. It ain't got none of the big works of art. Yes, they are interested in my toe ring collection.
That's beautiful. And
Thank you.
now these are not clean.
No.
They're green.
No. We're talking toe rings from the 1400s.
Sir, yes,
Oh, sir.
Yes. Queen Elizabeth's first TR. Yeah, I got a big collection.
I didn't know toe rings went so far back in history. I thought they were about from 1998
Yes.
through 2003.
And now
No.
some of these toe rings were on so tight that the toe had to come with them. So you've got some pretty famous toes in this.
Yes, I have
Musée
very
d'Orsay.
famous toes.
Lenny
Well, you
Kravitz.
got Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz's toe.
Yeah, Lenny Kravitz.
Hey, listen up, everyone. I got his toe. And Lenny, if you want it back, come to me honest.
And, well,
And we can sit down at the table.
and he's looking for it because he has an email right now called kravitztoe@gmail.com, and he's looking for that toe.
Well, I had his toe in Vegas, and he robbed it. He robbed me trying to get his toe back. And I was like, no, Kravitz.
That's your toe.
And then
You
I
got
rigged
it.
his pants. I rigged his pants.
Yeah, you really got him.
And his dick fell out.
Google it.
You got him.
Google Kravitz reveal.
If you Google Kravitz dick pops out, you'll see me in the background. Look out there. It's grassy knoll type material. I rigged Kravitz's pants and the dick popped out.
Who was the second stitcher on
You were the second stitch.
The school dick
you can see-
depository.
You can see Bill back there with a little seam ripper.
Yeah.
Just licking his chops.
I had that little thing that goes on your pinky so
Thimble.
you don't. The thimble. I had the thimble. Yes, look it up, listeners.
Look it up and look deeply close in the background for Cravey. He's also got the little tomato pin cushion. He's got his whole little sewing kit.
I'm obsessed with little travel sew kits. I have a whole sew room. I love the little tomato with pins in it.
Now, I couldn't tell because you're so far in the background, but is there a little needle hanging off your lip? Are you hanging lip with the needle?
Yeah, I hang lip like a cowboy. I'm like a sew cowboy. I hang needle off the lip. I ride in on a sewing machine.
So cool.
I rope those little kits with the wax paper in them that you make dresses.
Yeah.
I'm a needle cowboy. Check it out, listeners.
Kravitz reveal.
Kravitz reveal. And yeah, Lenny, if you want your toe back, hit me up. A real quick update for me. It'll take 10 seconds. Hit up Gavin DeGraw, trying to get him for the halftime double time show.
That's right.
I hit up Gavin at I ain't trying to be no
I ain't trying to be nobody ain't that I am.
that I am. Oh no, Gavin.
I don't wanna
DeGraw
be
at
anything
I don't
other
want to
than-
be other than dot what I've been trying to be lately. .edu. And
.edu. He's a
dots.
college.
Yes, two
Also
dots.
2 dots.
And I haven't heard back, but I did get the quickest 404 error I've ever received.
New record.
New record. Guinness screeched to a halt.
You should check if he uses the Gmail.
I should.
Probably.
You might want to try Gavin at thegmail.com.
The Gmail. That's true. Like his last name, DeGraw.
That's right. That's what I was thinking when I said
I
it.
see.
Well, that halftime show, people are expecting a big one. So I hope that if you don't get him, you get another big star.
Yes, me too. Me too. I really do. I'm looking around, but so far, there's this kid who plays banjo on the outskirts of town.
Oh, yes.
that
Little
I
Stevie
could-
Martin Jr.
Little Stevie Martin Jr.
Hey, Stevie, let's see the arrow in the head.
Come on, do the comedy, little Stevie Martin. But he wants to play some banjo, so we'll see.
That could be nice.
It could be nice.
Well, it feels like we're coming towards a really great place for all of us. We're all settling in, and I feel like this is going to be a good next 6 months.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, we got a guest on the show today, right? Should we bring him out?
Yes.
Yeah, let's take a quick break. I could use some water.
Yeah, I could take a big pee.
Well, let's take a break right now then. Hey, welcome back, everybody.
Ooh, yeah.
We hope that you took a break too. We're here with our guest. You can hear her on her own podcast, The Worst, or you can hear her on this podcast right now. Greta Titelman, welcome to Hamilton High School.
Hi.
How's it going?
It's so good.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
day so far?
It's been a day.
Uh-oh.
It's been a day.
That
Did
sounds
you run
loaded.
errands or anything? Or?
Yeah, I'm constantly running errands.
Yeah, me too. I feel like they never end.
They never end. I love errands, honestly.
You do?
I do.
What's your favorite errand to run?
I love a little stop in at the dry cleaner.
Oh, okay.
Personally, yes.
Do you dry clean a lot?
I love
Do you
to
take care of your clothes?
I do take care of my clothes. Do you not?
Dry cleaning is
know.
when you hang a shirt out the window and drive around town.
No, Sam. No.
What is it?
It's when you take your clothes to a store and a man behind a counter sort of grabs them from you.
Or woman.
Yes.
A woman?
Most of the dry cleaners I've
Right,
seen
you go to
are-
the
are
male
men.
only dry cleaners.
I don't.
That place is fucked up.
No, it's closest to my house. I'm sorry. I donate to female charities.
You do?
I do.
Like
Name
what?
one.
Yeah,
Name
like
one
what?
fast.
Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation.
Okay.
Our man passed the test because I was drawing a big blank over here. Big.
And
What's
do
it
not Google Susan G. Komen scandal. Don't Google those
Yeah,
words.
people don't like Susan
No.
G. Komen.
No.
But the
Yeah,
foundation.
she sucks.
Wait, I'm sorry. These are all. I just realized you guys have big name plaques.
Yeah, well,
We do.
We have name plaques. We
It's a pretty nice studio, isn't it?
I guess it is the nicest studio
Yeah.
you've ever been in.
We made our own plaques because we never had an important enough job that they give you one of those that you put on the front of your
Yes,
desk that
sure.
tells the person.
Yeah, because being a teacher is certainly not important.
No.
I mean,
Well, not in our
Some
case.
teachers win Teacher of the Year or the
Yes.
Teacher of the
Yeah.
Month or Nice Teacher. And we have not. We've gotten all the bad plaques. We
Do you-
get kind of the Razzie Teacher Awards
Do you guys get gifts
from our
from
students.
the students? Yeah.
Yeah. I got a not hot for teacher mug. Oh. Yeah.
I got a
Yeah.
bad
That's
apple.
good.
I got a bad apple.
Like a rotted one?
It was rotted and it had a big worm in it.
I got a mug that said #1 idiot.
That checks out.
Yeah.
That,
Checks
Pretty
out.
quick. She knows exactly who you are.
hell
This
yeah,
is interesting,
Greta.
Greta. Let me ask
Shit
you a question.
on Howard
No.
with
Because
us.
Howard is drinking
No.
out of his huge Susan G. Komen mug.
Greta, let me ask you this. What about me, upon seeing me, because you said maybe 10 words to me, what upon seeing me made you decide that it was okay to treat me like crap immediately?
Well, you know what? Is that you're a biology? What?
Okay.
You're a biology.
Yes, I misspelled biology on my plaque.
Unfortunately, it is. It has
and also I spent way too much money on this.
biology.
But I'm Howard Levis. To you, I'm a biology teacher, but I teach biology, actually. I accidentally did put... oh man, it's bad. Whatever.
And after Malala's book came out, you wrote one that's called "They Named Me Biology."
Biology.
Biology, yes.
Biology.
I wrote a book.
You showed
my
up.
memoir.
You really, she was having a book signing down at the Barnes and Noble. You showed up, you got loud.
I poached her line.
And
Well, you know about all our fancy jobs.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a fancy job where you get a plaque?
no.
Yeah.
Never in my life have I ever had a plaque.
What have you done? Have you always made your fortune off of comedy and performing, or what have you done when not performing to make a living?
Well, I worked in retail for a very long time.
Oh, where did you work?
Respectable.
I worked at an Intermix. I worked at Intermix.
Intermix.
Now, what is that?
It is a high-end women's retailer akin to, it's like a smaller version of a Bloomingdale's.
Now,
or
do you?
something
So
like that.
you might recognize me. My face is in every Intermix.
Yes.
Yeah, because you were stealing the mannequin.
That's so funny. I thought to myself, how do I know this guy?
That's
He's the
me.
mannequin thief.
I'm
you were
mannequin thief.
you were stealing all the mannequins. Yeah, that's
That's
a big
right.
problem for us.
And you said the facelesser the better? was what you were.
The faceless or the better is what they had. I always thought that these security cams couldn't hear you. So, you mumble things when you're walking through and screaming things. And apparently they picked it up, some of it. And so there's footage of me kind of shuffling around like Robert Durst, taking mannequins and talking about looking for the most faceless one. And then they put my photo up.
Yeah, then you were everywhere.
Yeah. I was on all
Hey, fame is fame, Todd.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
It's true.
So you worked at them for a long time. Is that a commission job?
It was. I worked there
nice.
I worked there in high school and I worked there through college.
And
Wow.
Same one or a different one?
Different one. I worked at the one
Transfer.
in DC. A transfer,
Yeah,
exactly.
I get
Little
it.
store transfer.
Oh, yeah.
So you're in the
know?
Intermix family.
So I was.
That's awesome.
Did you ever Intermix? Did it like a Julia Roberts-esque?
Like someone would come in and I would be like, actually, nothing that you can afford is in this place.
Yeah.
Try next door.
Because that would
Blah,
be the
blah, blah.
coolest part about working at a place where only rich people shop at.
Yeah,
is
turning away
shaming the ones that don't
I
belong
learned
there.
a very valuable lesson. The women that would come in like a Lululemon and a little fucking sweatshirt always spent the money, honey. It's
they
never
did.
the people that come in looking fucking
They don't need to look fancy.
drip all over the place. No.
Or are you talking about people who come in soaking wet?
Yes.
You seem to be
People
confused
that
about
come in
dry.
drenched.
Yes. They don't buy.
They're not
They
spending a
don't
ton
buy.
of money.
They're soggy. They're cold. They
knew it.
simply ask to freshen up in the bathroom and leave. They do not make purchases.
Then the bathroom smells like
Then the bathroom
weed.
smells like mildewed weed.
Yeah, I've been there because I do that.
Yeah, it was always, and shoplifting. A lot of like people that
That's you shoplifting or other people that are doing it?
I'm plead the fifth.
Oh,
Go-
Plead the
no,
fifth
I never shoplifted.
anyone who's ever pleaded the fifth
Is guilty.
Is guilty. They're admitting that they did what they're
No,
saying.
I never shoplifted.
Oh, direct
great.
answer. Good job.
that's really good.
Wow.
Now, Greta, we like to sort of grill people about their high school experiences. So you said you had this job at Intermix.
Say it one more time.
There's no way this part.
Burn
There's
my
no way
ears
you're
one
going
more
home
time.
and going like, maybe we should cut that part.
Yeah,
It's baked into this half of the
my
episode.
retail career.
We're kind of building the whole second half of this episode of the podcast around your career at Intermix.
Now, can you spell it? Is it Intermix or Intermix?
Yeah. Enter.
You know what? You guys are smart teachers.
I think it's Enter.
Wow, thank you. The students could use a little lesson in compliments
Yeah.
from
Great
you.
example.
It's a great example. But yeah, we like to throw our guests up on the grill, as we say.
I love
And-
to get grilled.
Great. We have some questions about your high school experience.
do ask.
What we try to do here is that some of the students can learn from people who have experienced things and changed or have some lessons from high school. So we want to know about yours. Howard, you have some questions prepared?
I got one good one. I think this one's an interesting question, and it sort of has to do with cliques in high school.
So
you know,
it's good and interesting.
It's
Be
good,
prepared for that.
interesting, and your
Can
answer's
only
gonna be
fail so
incredible.
far.
No, in high school, there's a lot of it can be cliquey. You got our school has them, cool kids. Those are my friends, and like all sorts of.
Are they your friends because you buy them like booze on the side?
$1 movies.
Yeah, it's mostly $1 movies. I took him to $1 Million Baby.
I did see. I saw you at the Circle K trying. It looked like trying to buy them booze, and the guy wouldn't serve you. He
Yeah.
was like really. He said he was like McLovin.
Yeah.
I was like, why do you need a fake ID, Howard?
Well, I haven't
So you
had
were
a chance to
shoulder
make it to
tapping
the
to shoulder
DMV.
tap.
I haven't had a chance to make it to the DMV since my driver's license expired. So instead of going in there with an expired one, I go in there with one that's a novelty one that is a fake from Superbad with McLovin.
You stole that from Christopher Mintz-Plasse. Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, what we want to ask you is a lot of kids identify with people who like the same stuff as them. Our school's got we got the jocks, we got the geeks, we got artists, gamers, farmers, skater boys, karate kids, those kind of things. In high school, were you
The classic clique Karate Kids. Were you part of a clique?
were you a part of a clique? Did you have like a crew when you were in high school, and what were they like?
I was what we would refer to as a floater.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Versatile.
Kind of
Yeah.
accepted everywhere.
Yeah, it was that way. I love to smoke weed. So
Okay.
if you wanted to smoke, then I was your friend. Anyone that wanted to like.
So if a karate kids came by, they had a bomb.
They wanted to blaze. I was like, let's fucking light it up. Let's put on collie buds and call it a day. You know?
And are you smoking at school underneath the bleachers?
We're smoking in the smoking alley by my school. We're smoking. There was a very popular spot to smoke.
The smoking alley.
Yeah, there was a smoking alley. That was the during at school place where you go smoke. Typically cigarettes, a lot of cigarette action happening there. The occasional bowl hit. I would occasionally hit a bowl. I was a floater / art girl. Like I was not very good at academics. That was not my strong suit. I had a very powerful imagination. So as you can imagine, the hard hitting maths, physics didn't really click.
But did you come in
British.
live?
Yes, maths.
Very British.
But did you like come alive in sort of like an English class?
No, I literally would fall asleep.
So you didn't really come alive there.
What about performing? Some sort of performance class?
Yeah, well, here's the deal with that too. So the head of the theater department at my high school fucking hated me and like never gave me a shot.
Saw you as competition, clearly.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I would just like to say I'm succeeding now.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Take that.
Take that.
We like to
and you could
play
say,
a game.
oh, here we go.
We like to play a game called
Fake first or fake last?
Fake first or fake last. And you don't have to do this if you don't want to. But this theater teacher who had it out for you, will you say their name and you'll say either a fake first or a fake last name?
So if his name was like Daryl Wilson, you might go Daryl Anderson.
Or
you
Daryl
might say-
Strawberry.
Yeah, or Daryl Straw. Or you might say like Richard Wilson. One of them's got to be real, one's fake. Darcy Carden refused to play. Would you like to play?
And then you tack on a mean insult. Because they're not going to hear it.
They're not going to hear it.
So far, no one has played fake first, fake last.
Would you like to be the first to play fake first, fake last?
Or is it fake first?
Here's
Yeah,
the
okay,
deal.
yeah. Or fake.
I love a drag. I love a solid drag when it's
Smoking
deserved.
alley. Right.
And you know what? Yes. I'm gonna have to say I don't think I can play.
The streak is alive.
Nobody wants to play the game where they're mean to somebody who doesn't deserve it. Check in next week for fake first or fake last.
We're going to keep pushing this, and I'm going to keep botching the explanation.
I will say there was one person in the theater department who loved me and always believed in me and cared about me, and his name is Michael de Havilland, and he is amazing.
And that's his real name. Real
That's
first,
his
real
real
last.
name, and he is an amazing man, and wherever he may be, I love you.
I guarantee you he's listening to this.
That's
Congratulations, Michael.
Michael, you did the right thing.
Yes.
That did sound like a fake last to me.
To Havlin?
Havilland. I think she played fake first, fake last.
She slipped in a fake first, fake last.
Now, what up, Havilland?
So you were a floater. You hang out in the
Yes.
smoking alley.
Yes. I didn't even tell you about the most hip spot to smoke.
Yes.
So then after school, we would go to hang out at a gazebo behind a Geico.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it
The
was called, it was
gazebo.
called, it was
Meet
called
me
the
at the
gazebo.
Geico gazebo, baby.
No,
We'll
you
blaze.
just say at the gazebo.
At the
Right?
gazebo.
Let's meet at the gazebo. And the gazebo is where shit would fucking go down.
I didn't even
Enclosed or
know-
open air?
It was an open air gazebo,
Yes.
but like it was popping.
That's good.
Yeah.
My school had a place called The Tree.
Yeah,
And people would
I
just
like
go there
that.
and like make out and beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
It was psychotic at The Tree.
Yeah.
So
So
yours
what-
was the gazebo.
The gazebo.
Yes.
The gazebo.
The gazebo.
Now, I didn't even know Geico had
Standalone
Rick
stores.
and Mortar
Yeah.
buildings.
Yeah, it was a big Geico. I think it might have been like a corporate, like a big corporate
okay.
building.
And I said Rick and Mortar, not Brick and Mortar or Rick and Morty.
This is
Rick and Mortar. That is a good name for your next company.
It is
Rick and Mortar.
All right, I only have
Unfortunately,
names.
Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland are heavily litigious, specifically towards you.
Yes, they let me have it.
No, so we already could tell that nobody in your high school was creative enough to call it something like the gazebo or the gazebo or the Epco or something.
Gazebo.
So, but what would you guys do there
The
when
weed
you say
Zebo.
weed Zebo, when you fucked shit up? Your words.
We would just get very, very high.
Okay, so that's after the smoking alley. You go. I'm still not feeling high.
Yeah, well,
enough.
no. Here's really what would if you want to talk like bad stuff, like
do.
kids doing bad things. A lot. We would typically school would be done. Then we'd all get on the bus and we'd go to a mall that was called Mazza Gallery. And to anyone that's from the DC, the DMV area, Mazza is in
DMV?
Friendship Heights, bordering Maryland. It was very, very lit, as people would say now. We would then go and meet down in the subway area where the McDonald's was. We would typically find someone that would buy us 40s. So then once we acquired the 40s, we would then go when the sun was setting to the gazebo and get very high.
And this is daily.
Yeah, is this a weekday? You guys were wild.
Yeah. This is sort of a Monday through Friday, and then Saturdays
weekends
and
off.
Sundays we rest, you know?
This is Euphoria.
Just like the
This is
Lord.
the show
And
Euphoria.
then we would go to a fucking house, someone's
Now,
house.
is this a fucking house or is this a
Both.
different location?
No, this is a house where things would happen.
Okay.
And maybe we'd play Edward 40 Hands.
Yeah.
And this is where
Maybe
you tape 40s to your hands
Yes,
and then you
drink.
lose your mind.
Yes.
You drink.
And there was a kid whose basement we used to go to all the time who, I don't know what his parents thought we were doing, but he had covered his entire wall of his basement in blunt wraps. So that's the kind of people I was hanging out with.
Just
Didn't
a
that
big
look
brown,
really ugly?
a big brown earthy wall.
No, not like wraps.
Wrappers, like
Rappers,
discarded
rappers.
wrappers.
Oh, I see.
he sort of made it gorgeous.
I thought it was like
sounded
a
really
inside of a
gorgeous
tree.
tobacco like wall.
He
This
doesn't
is an
smoke
earthy
weed with
barn.
you guys, but he loves the wraps.
You would sort of go there and watch
I
him kind
see.
of gorgeously stucco.
It's weird when you are younger, and I was obsessed with this. Anytime you do something bad, you keep the paraphernalia. I just had like
Yeah.
liquor bottles and fucking like you
Yes.
just stack them up and you like just fucking go like almost worship them.
I kept bottle caps, like beer bottle caps.
Yeah.
I don't know why I kept those.
I always know I'm in a cool guy's house when he's got all his empty bottles all over there. I'm like,
It's
this
awesome.
I'll
this
leave
guy-
because I'm too intimidated by a cool.
Oh, me too. I mean, that's what I do in mine. You can find. I mean, I got gin bottles all over the walls there.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's good. That's,
Was it true that another bottle of beer on the wall was written about your apartment?
Well, yeah, but it was take one down, pass it around, and then you just keep going down and down because that's what you do in my apartment. So my answer is yes, but I said a lot of words.
You need help cleaning
You
your
almost
apartment.
found something.
I
We could
thought
try it
maybe
again.
I'd get to something.
You want to
man.
try it again?
I got nothing for it.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I do
Well, a
either.
lot of things that kids sing at bus drivers is based on my life.
Now, you already said you didn't like a lot of the teachers at your school, or maybe they didn't like you. If you were at our school,
Yeah, you're already
Okay,
on
wait, I
record
didn't
as hating
say-
all
I
the
didn't
teachers.
say a
all
lot.
the teachers.
I didn't say a lot. I said one.
You said
Really
one. You
contentious,
said one.
hated authority.
Yeah.
Authority. You hate
Yeah.
being in here with
There,
us.
you said there's only one teacher you liked in the whole school.
Yeah, exactly.
And you gave him a fake last name.
Where are the adults? Because you
Truly,
guys are going.
I ask my dad that all the time. I say, "Where the fuck were you?"
Hey, is your dad? Is he a senator, president?
He's a
DC?
president, senator, mayor.
Wow.
He's a
Triple threat.
justice.
Quadruple
He's
threat.
He's,
bit of everything.
he's all of those things.
But were you as they say, like a latchkey kid? Would you come home and you would make your own meals?
Yes.
Or would your parents be home?
If they were home, they were hiding.
Oh, I can relate to your parents. I hide from my daughter all the time. All the time.
No, like sometimes I'd come home and my mom would be there and she'd be like, "I made you some rice."
That's a great meal.
Hey,
Plain rice.
So
You get a little plain rice. You come home slammed and you get a little plain rice.
And then she'd sneak back into a hole in the wall and hide from you.
Well, my mom was the kind of mom
Who
that was obsessed with diets. My mom was always like on a diet.
rice diet. I've heard of the rice diet.
Yeah. So she would make me something and then she'd sit there and watch me eat it and she would eat, I swear, for the last like 10 years she was alive, she would only eat dry Special K out of a bowl with a spoon. So she
a
would
spoon.
eat it.
No milk.
No milk, dry with
Wow.
a spoon. And the whole time she would look at me eating whatever she had made, and she'd just be like, how is that? You like that?
Yeah, pretty dry also.
Is that
Stress.
good? And I'd be like, no, it's great. She's like, uh-huh. Okay, you think I need to change the dish?
Whoa.
Like, no, it's a good dish. She's like, okay, good.
Did you
That
ever
was
ask for like a second ingredient?
it. No.
I can't think of
Oh,
something.
you mean with the rice? The rice, rice. It became this thing where like the older I got, my mom was just like, I don't fucking want to do this anymore. So she would just make me rice and truly would be like rice, tomato paste, and peas. That was what it was.
Okay.
There's at least
I could try
you know,
that.
It's a Christmas dish.
There's like a sweetness, there's a savoriness in there. That sounds nice to me, honestly.
I mean,
Simple.
it is something that now if I'm like feeling like homesick,
Yeah.
people are like, I want to have a homey meal. I'm like, I'll make you peas and rice and tomato paste.
Reminds me of home.
Yeah. No, what reminds me of home is like sugar-free Jello and like, so much diet. I was just in a house of diet food constantly.
Yes. My dad wasn't dieting, but he would never buy food. All we had was pepperoncinis and apple juice.
That sounds great.
It wasn't bad. And if I was there, Pop-Tarts. But that's it.
My family really got behind Splenda, like in a very serious way, where everything was Splenda. Like
Putting it on food, not
oh
just
my
drinks.
God. My dad, both my parents really got into the South Beach diet. Do you guys remember that?
That's a precursor to the sort of like Atkins or keto kind of thing, right? It's like low carb.
It's post Atkins.
Post Atkins, pre-keto.
Pre-keto.
It lives in that period
Yeah.
between like 2001 and like 2014.
Exactly. Like I
Big-
think Atkins is all
Post 9/11.
protein. That's it. Atkins is just like protein.
Yes, yes.
And the South Beach is like a little bit more. Your meals are a little bit more like fresh.
And you
if
like
you
wear
will.
white linen.
Yeah, you need to. You need to wear linen. You need to wear Tommy Bahama every single time you eat
Okay.
it. But there was this fucked up dessert that was just skim ricotta cheese, and you'd take like a quarter of a cup of it, mix it with Splenda and cocoa powder, and I used to come home so high and like eat this with my dad, and my mouth would be so dry that
Is he
I would
high
be
too?
like, yes, actually, but now in hindsight, yes, but we
Mr.
would be
President,
eating
Mayor,
it. Yeah,
Your Honor.
Mr. Mayor Honor, what are you doing? And we would just be eating it, and we'd be like, trying to like slop down this like Splenda dried garbage.
Well,
Skim ricotta Splenda.
yeah, I can't imagine.
Now you mentioned off mic. I hope this isn't a secret that you're getting married soon. Have you?
Don't tell.
Okay.
Secrets out.
I'm very young and single in Hollywood.
Okay.
Anyone that meets with me can absolutely have sex with me.
Well, that's great news.
Just so everybody knows, I'm very
Take a meeting with Greta.
Yeah.
Take a
I
minute.
love-
All right,
I'm
so you're doing
excellent at a
generals right now for sexual partners. You're doing generals.
And can I tell you something? I did kind of meet my future husband on a pseudo general.
Interesting.
Really?
What, he handed you a tiny water and a little quart?
Yeah, he said, "Can I get you a tea or water?" And I said, "No, don't worry about it." He said, "Okay, great, because we don't have any."
Oh wow, is this
So that was
true?
the
No.
fuck out of-
What, how did you meet?
Our sisters went to college together.
That's not a general.
No, well, our sisters went to college together. He works in entertainment. She was like, "You should email my brother and meet with him." And then I emailed him and we met. And it was like kind of on the basis of being like, "This is what I do. This is what I do. Like, what's up?" So to me,
Business
that's
turn.
a general.
Yeah, that was a general.
Was the intention business out of the gate? Because I've had a few business
My
meetings
only
that.
intention is business.
Business
Okay,
intention.
good.
Business intention.
I live in this city to just generate business.
Yeah, you gave us very firm and big handshakes on your way. in.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. My mother would be so proud.
It just felt very business-like, and
Yeah.
then you asked for our resumes, and I'm sorry we didn't have
Yeah,
them.
I was like,
Honest.
before we start,
Yeah, you're
I
like,
need to
I only
see
got-
credit scores. I sort of need to check.
You're
on
like, I
all
only
this.
got 5 minutes. Let's make this quick.
Yeah.
Thank
I'm
you.
like,
You've been here for a while. Thank you.
my car's idling out front.
You have like an 80s Mercedes.
I wish.
Were you going to ask something about getting married?
Yeah, what did you want to know?
It was. It's been so much time, but I was going to ask if maybe you would want to do that ricotta dessert.
Yeah.
It's maybe your cake.
Yeah.
Shove each other's faces into it.
Yeah, I actually told him, I was like, look, there's a dish that's very important to me and my family. It's sort of traditional for us in our lives, and it's the ricotta splenda. It's sort of.
Was there a name for that dish? Was it like, like sweet cheese
Let's
or like
have another
something?
sweet cheese.
I wish that I
Sweet
could
chocolate
call my
cheese.
dad right now to have him tell you. He would eat this thing.
Does he still?
No, he doesn't anymore. He doesn't anymore.
Okay.
I think he's like too lazy now to do it. It's like it takes effort. You got to scoop it.
little
You got to
much.
like mix it. The cocoa powder. A lot of things going on. A lot of moving parts.
And who keeps cocoa powder?
We
in
did.
You got to keep cocoa.
I don't think I've ever used
I
cocoa
keep-
powder for anything.
I keep cocoa now that I'm being a little more Jewish, so I'm keeping cocoa. Keep
I didn't
everything
know if that
separate.
was a Jewish thing.
Oh, keeping cocoa.
A rabbi came over and blessed all the things in your cupboard as cocoa.
We tried to, but then it just did a big stink and then left. It was great. I've never seen a rabbi.
Your
save the
kitchen was
place.
too stinky for the rabbi.
Yeah,
Or
it was
he
my
did-
bliss all over again.
He did a big stink. I heard he did a big
No,
stink.
he did a big stinky like hand in front of his nose. Like
He could have done the stink and then blamed it on your house.
It was the same rabbi from your bris that he walked out of your bris.
He walked out of my breast, pulled the diaper down, too stinky, and
Too
left.
stinky. He couldn't do it.
Well, I was the first because you hear these stories about Rabbi Moyles giving babies herpes. I
Yes,
was the
because they
first bib-
suck the.
They sucked the blood out.
Right.
I was the first baby to give the Moyle herpes.
Your patient.
Yeah, I'm patient zero.
At 0 years old.
Right, you had to go around knock door to door, Moyles.
Yeah, I had to call. Well, there's a service now that you just enter it and anonymously it calls all your Moyles now.
You can honestly make a killing as a moil.
Really?
You
Is that
can.
something you've done?
I've done some light research into moils, and you can slay
Are you Jewish
half.
or half Jewish? Will you be raising your child circumcised?
Because that's a raising thing. It's not a one-time thing.
Yeah,
You
well,
raise them
sort
with the
of, we're gonna-
personality of
yeah.
a circumcised or the personality of a sleeve.
We plan on talking to him as if he's uncircumcised,
Oh,
and also
If he finds circumcision on his own.
then we'll start treating him as a circumcised.
I see.
Yeah.
He may want to go back and meet his moil.
He might want to go, and it's very important that we keep a strong relationship with the moil.
I agree.
Yeah.
The Moyle has to be around.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows the moil is a lifetime relationship.
Yes.
The moil is a lifetime relationship.
The
You enter
moil-
into a marriage with your moil,
Yes. Yes.
and you can't let him go.
were you raised one way or the other? Which holidays did you celebrate?
All of them. Very
All of
lucky
them.
me.
Which ones were you more excited about?
Christmas.
Hands
Okay,
down.
you say that as if it's a fact, but
I mean, it's-
we have a lot of holidays in Judaism that I'm kind of connected with.
I love Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah.
Just was at a Rosh Hashanah dinner the other night. Fabulous time.
Apples
Love the
and honey.
food.
Did you
Apples
have
and
them?
honey.
Sweet
Could
eater?
eat it
Yum.
constantly.
Did you fast for Yom Kippur?
No.
I like that.
No.
Of course not.
I was bat mitzvahed. I was bat
Nice.
mitzvahed. The theme was my name. The theme was Greta.
It was a Greta themed bat mitzvah.
Yes.
I mean, now we've got Thurnberg, Van Fleet,
Title, Gerwig.
Gerwig.
Yeah,
Garbo.
Ti-
Van
Titelman.
Susteren.
But back-
Titelman.
in your day, when you were 13, who did you have? Van Susteren?
Van Susteren. And I knew Van Sustren's niece. And I had Van Sus. And you know what? Van Susteren is the one who has @Greta on Instagram.
Oh, damn.
my
And
I
you
bet
know
you
her
could buy
niece.
it off her.
Niece Van Susteren?
Niece Van Susteren. I knew her niece in high school.
And would she go around intensely like taking drama and making it about her?
Yeah, so her whole I didn't know her well at all. She went to a neighboring high school of mine.
Oh, I see.
And I really only knew her because she played soccer with a girl that I knew.
Okay.
And
She would
we
occasionally
knew that
punt
like
it in.
Greta Van Susteren
Look,
was like her thing.
I am curious about this bat mitzvah, a Greta themed bat mitzvah.
Yeah.
So it just says your name everywhere.
So I got a huge neon sign that said my name in hot pink that I still have. It's the best thing I own. It's the only thing I care about,
You've got
honestly.
so it's in your home.
Yeah, it's in my home.
How big?
Huge.
10 feet.
Yes.
Whoa!
No, not 10
I
feet.
thought I was saying something that'd be way too crazy.
It's like, honestly, It's the size of that panel.
Okay, Greta just pointed to a 400-foot panel.
Yeah, it's like the size of a billboard on Sunset.
It's beautiful.
Let me ask you this. It's a hypothetical, but let's say Greta Van Susteren sees it, loves it. She says, I'll give you my Twitter handle for this neon Greta. No.
I don't know. I keep on going, no. I don't, you know what? I love tweeting, but I was just thinking my relationship with Twitter is, it's a roller coaster. Not worth it to me.
Yeah.
You know what
Mine
I'm
too.
saying?
I'm screaming at Trump. I'm screaming.
You know, sometimes I'm
Hillary.
firing off hot ones, and then other times I'm not.
Cold ones.
Yeah.
Duds. Yeah. Well,
Exactly.
I had one more question about that bat mitzvah, and I lost it. What? I just wanted to know what else you had there. You got the sign. I'm just trying to picture it.
I got hot pink chocolate G's made to give everyone.
Pink chocolate.
It was white chocolate dyed pink, and white chocolate is kind of trash. Honestly, if you like white chocolate, something is very
It's an
questionable.
I think white
we get-
chocolate in small doses with another flavor.
Sure, we're talking cookies and cream.
Yes.
We're talking a dark chocolate
Yeah.
combination. We're talking peppermint.
Yeah.
Peppermint
are
bar.
talking-
Oh,
talking-
holiday season's
Yeah.
upon us.
Sir, yes, sir.
I don't know.
Was there something that you like accomplished in high school, like a big like you felt like this was like a like the day you did something?
Put your stamp on it.
Yeah, like for me, for example,
One time I
I won
got
a
a-
regional science fair, something like that, some positive experience.
Sounds like you have one.
One time I got a UTI so bad I was bleeding when I peed.
Put a
In high
stamp
school.
on
Put
it.
a
That's your
stamp on
thing.
it.
There it is.
And
That's your high
that
school
wasn't
thing.
just that wasn't just you getting your period. That was
No, I was like it was early in the morning. It was before French class. It was my first time ever getting a UTI.
Oui, oui.
Wow.
And I was like curled over in pain, and I looked down and like blood was in my pee, and I was like, "This is bad."
I mean,
Yes.
there's nothing scarier than
Yeah.
seeing blood coming out of your pee.
No, nothing scarier. Oh, I will tell you this. We had like people used to ask people to prom in like fancy ways. Was that a thing for
Oh, yeah.
anyone?
Yeah.
You know, like a big sort of to do. Sophomore year, the guy who asked me to prom, he kept on trying to like get me to come up to the art because I was a photo girl. I was like,
Well, that's your
always in
click.
the
You should have
dark
said that
room.
earlier. Photo girl.
No, I was the only photo girl. And I was just like constantly in the dark room, and he was up there, and he was like taking a painting class, and he had painted prom on the back of one of his paintings, and I knew that this was going to happen, and I like had a kind of freak out inside, and I kept on like avoiding going up there, and it was really, really bad. I did end up going to prom with him.
What's the freak out? You
And-
didn't want to go, or the
I just remember
act?
being like, oh my God, like he likes me, like what? Like thinking it was so crazy, and like I got so anxious, and I didn't go up there. And then, we went to prom, but I like didn't want to be with him. But then I had this kind of summer away, and I sort of had this like aha moment, and I called him during summer vacation, and I was like, I think I'm in love with you. And then like we ended up dating when I was a junior and he was a senior.
Wow.
And then I eventually, months and months and months later, looked at the back of the painting that said prom on it because I refused to see it. It made me feel so weird. I don't
never
know why.
look at it.
No, I was
Yeah.
like, I would be like, no, don't show it to me. And then he finally showed it to me.
Wow. I mean, so the story there is true love. It'll come back to you
Yes.
if
Yes.
you run away from it when it scares you.
Yes, I
And
also
get that UTI figured out early on.
Yes.
Get
I
it
did
checked.
sing Respect. Now they're all coming back to me. I did sing Aretha Franklin's Respect in
Isn't
front
that
of
actually
my
called
entire high school.
Whoa.
RESPCT?
The whole high school.
Yeah, it was. If I could sort of bottle that confidence I had then and drink
Right.
it now.
Was
Yeah.
it
Well, I
planned?
want to give you the space and the opportunity right now on mic to give us a little taste of respect. Let's try to get that confidence back. Let's find high school Greta.
Okay. What if I absolutely kill the song? What
We
if
would
I do
love
such
it.
a
It's what I'm expecting. I wouldn't set you up to fail. I think you're going to kill it.
I honestly
What you want?
Is that how
If
it
you
starts?
sing with me, we can do it.
What if we
Okay,
all sing
great.
it? Let's
Yeah.
all sing it.
Yeah.
You all need to sing it with me, and you can't
All right.
stop.
No,
I'll
no,
count us
we
in.
won't.
And we'll
We
start
won't
from
stop.
what
This
you
is-
want. That's the lyric we're starting on. I'll count us in.
Do you
okay?
even know the lyrics?
Oh, yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, we know.
My biology?
Yeah, hey, I wasn't always a biology teacher.
Hit
okay?
us with a 5, 6, 7,
here
8
we
at
go.
your leisure, Howard.
And 5, 6, 7, 8. What you want? Baby, I got it. What you need? You know I got it.
And how
I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home.
Suck it to me, 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 suck it to me,
Just a little bit. R-E-S-P-E-C. Oh, shit.
find out what it means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Take it for TCP.
Hey, man, that was nice.
Todd, are you okay?
He faints.
He
Todd's
sings "Suck
head
It
is
to Me."
red.
He screams "Suck It to Me" in every song.
Suck it to me.
Man.
Suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me, suck it to me.
Sorry, I just didn't know what key we were in,
Yeah.
so I got a
Yeah, that
little
was
into
the
it.
No, you jumped the "Suck It to Me."
You're running out of time.
Honestly,
Pretty good.
Greta, that was incredible.
Yeah.
Still going?
Well, damn, Greta, I think we're
Damn,
about out of time.
Greta.
Damn, Greta, this was fun.
I think we're a bit out of time here. We're a bit
No,
out
we're
of
just
time.
a bit out of
We're just a
time.
little bit out of time.
But honestly, it was great having you in the lounge today.
Thanks for having
You're
me.
a real good sport, and
Where
we
can
really
people
appreciate it.
find the worst?
Oh, you can find the worst on, on podcasts. You can find it on Stitcher. You can find it on Spotify. You
Wow.
can find it on, I guess iTunes is what I meant by podcast. It's on the Forever
But if
Dog
you open
Network.
your Apple phone, it
Little
says
purple app.
podcast.
Yes, you should listen to me. I have. It is just me and a guest, and we talk about the worst things. And it's fun time.
And do you have social media people can follow you?
Yes.
At Van Suster.
At Greta. No, my Instagram is at GertieBird.
Ah, that's
And
nice.
yeah, follow me there, and that's that.
Awesome. Well, Greta, thank you so much for
Yeah,
being
thank
here
you.
today, tonight. And we really appreciate having you. And so all those listeners out there. Well, I'm having trouble saying goodbye tonight.
That's all right. You'll make it.
You'll make
Stick
it.
that landing, Howard.
Here we go.
And everybody out there who's listening on there.
Yeah, give us a clean one. Give us a clean one.
Here we go.
Start over.
Taking it back. And if you guys are having a good night tonight, give us a holler.
Sure.
And yeah. No, I'm going to do it one more time. Here we go.
one more time.
All right. Thanks so much for listening to the Teacher's Lounge, everybody. And until next time, stay flippy.
Class is out and the coffee's on. I got a couple things on my chest, but I got to get off. Cut me some slack and pour me a cup of that joy. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge. Let's wrap it up and hit the road.
If you enjoyed the Teacher's Lounge, make sure to check out their bonus mini episodes available on Stitcher Premium. Just go to stitcherpremium.com/teacher and use promo code TEACHER for your first month free. Also, the guys would like to thank Casey Trela, who made the incredible theme song for the show. You can check out his music at Casey Trela, that's Trela, on Twitter. Finally, the Teacher's Lounge has a lot of great merch available. Just go to podswag.com/teacher and see for yourself. Thanks for listening.